Hi, this is Lloyd Rawson, and today we're going to talk about affirmations. One of the things a lot of people talk about saying that affirmations don't work. Most of the time that is due to the fact that they try to bridge too large a gap between where they are and what they're saying in the affirmation. So one of the things we're going to talk about today is that bridging the gap. You can't go from saying, I am a millionaire, and you're sitting there with not enough money to pay your current bills. That's too much of a gap between the two to go ahead and have an affirmation do anything. So instead of saying that I am a millionaire, what you can say is, I can go ahead and receive money. And keep saying that. And by the way, it takes about a month to go ahead and change a habit in thought. So when you start talking affirmations, do not expect an immediate change. And normally you have to talk about at least a week, 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night, out loud, so that the affirmation will go ahead and register. This idea of going ahead and saying it once and you're all done, or saying it half a dozen times in one day, doesn't cut it. It's a matter of going ahead and really getting to sink into your system. The other thing is, by going ahead and saying, I can do whatever the affirmation is, you will go ahead and get the body to accept that. Now, there are some people who are so beaten down that they cannot even begin to say that. And that's where you can really tell whether a person's going to get anything out of an affirmation or not. If they have trouble just even saying the affirmation, they're not going to get anything out of it. So you have to start with something that is so mild, or like I do a lot of times, I tell the person to say, by God's grace, I can receive money. A lot of people do have a problem with receiving, so that is one way of getting around this. The next step, as far as I can do something, is I am able to do it. So the first week is I can, the second week is I am able to do whatever it is. And by the way, you keep saying this until you can say it without any trouble. So sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's 2. Some people are stubborn like me, it takes 3. So the next step after that is, after I can, I am able, is I am willing. Because a lot of times our conscious mind says we want to do this, but in actual fact, when it really comes down to it, we're not willing to actually put forth the effort or whatever to go ahead and do this. So the thing that you go ahead and take a look at is I am willing. So once you've gotten to I am willing, then you can go ahead and say I am receiving money. Because trying to go ahead and say I am receiving $1 million, we can't even encompass that when we can't pay our own bills. So the thing that you want to do is start in something simple and work your way up. Do not try to go ahead and say, I am becoming a millionaire. It will never happen that way, because it's too much of a gap from where you are to where you want to be. You can go ahead, let's say that you have a good job and you're making money out there, okay? Go ahead and say, I can make whatever double your salary is. No problem with that. But to go ahead and say, when you're dirt poor, that I am a millionaire, never happens. Because the mind cannot encompass going from one to the other. So consider that ways of doing affirmations, and you'll find that they do work much better that way. While you're at it, if you're watching this and you enjoy it, please click subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy your time.